Tatum, I mean, this time last year, you had just helped Sheldon get to the state title game. Did you expect now to be in this position a year later, having contributed as much as you did on the defense this year? Did you expect to be in this position right now?
Honestly, being at Oregon, I mean, you expect to, win a lot of games. You also expect to go far. So, I mean, coming to Oregon, I expect to, be where we're at right now. So, Pac-12 championship, we kind of wanted to, have a better outcome. But, I think we're blessed to be in this position. We're going to definitely, take advantage of what we got.
I would say for you too, did you expect to be contributing as much as you did in the rotation, making plays like you did as a true freshman this year?
I thought, it comes down to for me especially effort. I think it's just, every day in practice, just keep on working, just doing what I got to do to, put myself in a good position. And, I was fortunate enough to get on the field and help the team out and whatever it was.
I'm sure you've been to a lot of college practices with your dad coaching and seen a lot. What was this year like of being on the field and part of the same team that he's coaching, having seen him do it your entire life?
It's definitely fun. I would say that, being around my dad because, the coaching life is kind of it takes away from being with family, So it's nice to be around him, see him a lot. And also, having my dad on the staff, he pushes me a lot, definitely does a lot for me, and I'm so grateful that he's on the staff.
How do you blend the line of that's Coach T, that's Coach Tuioti, and that's Dad?
I mean, when we're in the building, it's Coach, and on the field, he's gonna there ain't no sugar. He's Coach. He's gonna coach me. So if that means getting on me, he's gonna get on me. But it's great.
We talked to Cole earlier in the week. He said that he felt like Coach Meek kind of got on him a little bit more than other players just because of that relationship. Do you feel that same way with your dad?
I mean, honestly, I feel like sometimes I can tell if he's talking to me. He won't first specifically say my name, but I can tell when he's trying to talk to me. And it's funny, sometimes I'll be, I'll hit a pass rush and I'll kind of jog, and then I'll hear finish break the stack, and he's not specifically saying my name, but I can definitely tell that he's trying to talk to me.
Start of the year, you missed the first game with what looked like an injury. What were these first kind of few weeks like for you? Just kind of working through that and then trying to find your way in the rotation and get used to the college game.
Yeah, I think that I got injured somewhere halfway fall camp. It was definitely a hard recovery. Had to work out a lot and get back on the field. But I think going into Texas Tech game, the week of preparation I had was really good. I was able to kind of find my groove again. And I don't think when I was injured, I still studied the playbook. I think I was pretty sharp on the stuff, even though I was injured. So.
What's it been like sharing the field at times with other true freshmen, Blake and Mateo, also having significant roles?
I think it's special, honestly. We sometimes even in the game, I'm looking on the field and we'll have 2-3 freshmen on the field. I'm wow, because you don't really see that around much programs, especially at high level programs. So I think it's fun. It's great to be around those guys, and they're ballers too. So when they make plays, it's hype.
How quickly when you got here did you know that your three in particular were special and could do something like that?
Shoot, I knew Mateo was already special coming in. I mean, spring ball, first day of practice, man's killing everyone. And then Blake, too. I think one of the first scrimmages, he had 2-3 sacks. And, I mean, shoot, they're already high-level, recruits. So I already knew they were going to be special.
What's it been like to be able to play with Casey when that's a guy who was literally, coaching you back in 2020?
Yeah. That's unique, too, and special. I think that he's an older brother than me. So, even in the locker room, he's right next to me. And he's a really close person to our family, too. So he'll come over, hang out with us. But, yeah, I see him as a brother. It's so special to play with him.
What does this bowl game, what does this opportunity mean to you to cap off your freshman season?
The Fiesta Bowl, it's a big game. You know, I see it as like another opportunity to, you know, go out and show what Oregon football is about. You know, the Ducks versus Ducks. So I think that we're just gonna go out, you know, compete, and you know, just almost prove ourselves. You know.
What did you have to go through to get your body ready for college football in the span of just a year's time?
Yeah, I had to put on a lot of weight. So I think I came in at like 210, 215 in January, and I had to get up to around, I think I got up to like 245, like beginning of the season. So yeah, definitely like a grind in the weight room, grind on the field, and like, you know, the nutrition, it had to change. But yeah.
Do you have a target weight of what you think your best playing weight would be in the future?
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna like be around 245 to 255, around that. I think right now I'm like 245, so I'm gonna try to put on 5 pounds, probably like 250.
What do you eat to try to put on 30 plus pounds in a year?
Honestly, I just kind of eat what they got down there, and then I'll drink protein shakes. It's kind of like, and then they told me like snacking through the day. So like at school, I'll take some snacks. Just making sure I'm not like going too long without eating, you know, fueling my body.
Where do you think you improved the most in your game this past year?
In my game, I would definitely say like, well, one, the effort piece. I think that's like a huge part that you can't go wrong with. Just making sure you get to the ball, making sure you give everything you got. And also, I think another thing is my pass rush. Definitely like trying to get to my rip. Whatever that move may be, like double swipe to rip. I can go like long arm to rip. Just getting to that rip. I've been practicing that, and I'm still gonna try, you know, perfect that.
It's like the biggest adjustment was from playing high school ball in Nebraska, playing high school ball in Oregon, and then getting to this level. What was the adjustment for you?
Shoot, ball is ball, honestly. But like, you know, moving around definitely has its, you know, ups and downs, but there's blessings in everything. So moving from Nebraska to Oregon, you know, I had good friends at Nebraska. Some, you know, I didn't know if I wanted to leave, but yeah, moving to Oregon, it was a blessing. You know, I got to play at Sheldon, a great program with Coach Line, and I also got to play with my brother too. That was the first time I played with him at Sheldon. And then coming to Oregon, you know, having the opportunity to come to Oregon is another blessing in itself. So.